Oh, we switched seats.
Yeah, I know.
I feel awkward.
Sometimes you just gotta shake it up. You know who else switched things up? Carl Weathers.
He sure did.
Mando! We're on chapter 7. Chapter 7 of The Mandalorian. Dropped a little early because there's a little movie coming out this week.
A little
movie.
It has no
Cats.
tie. Cats, yes. It has no tie into cats. But Baby Yoda is basically like a little cat.
You know what? And we didn't talk about last week's episode either.
And so we'll quickly go through that.
Yes.
Because it's not like it's not an important episode, but it's
but you know what? It's probably one of my favorites.
Yeah,
Episode Chapter 6, the
prison.
The prisoner. We pick up with Mando. He is meeting up with this mercenary group who he used to work with. It's the guy from Sons of Anarchy. He's normally a crooked cop.
Yeah. He's basically, if there's a bad guy that's going to turn on you, he's that guy.
He's leading the charge. Then you got Bill Burr as a former Empire sharpshooter. This crazy... I don't know her species, but it's the lady who she was in Harry Potter, some of the Harry Potter movies.
And then we have a demon, I guess.
And then we have a robot who is played by, I always butcher his last name, from the IT crowd.
Oh, Richard Ayoade?
Yeah.
I can't say it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
I'll let
right.
you butcher it. So
I've never heard anybody say it out loud, so I don't know. But yeah, so basically he needs money, so he goes back up with his old crew.
And they're going to find another crew member who's
going to save someone.
Who is in, I guess, it's a New Republic
prison, yeah. And, it just turns into a horror movie. It just straight up turns into a horror movie.
It turns into Alien, but with, like, robots and guns.
Yeah. And then, but the alien is Mandalorian.
It's so weird.
It's really a really good episode.
Yeah.
Doesn't really tell you much about anybody or anything. It just introduced some characters that'll probably come back.
It's really and it really pushed, and we'll get into this in the next one too, but it really pushed the fact that Mando hates droids too. Yeah. He hates any kind of droid. He hates the droid he's working with, and he hates all the droids on the ship.
But obviously that's going to come back around, and a droid's going to save his life or Baby Yoda's life.
We know. No, I really like this episode. I think Bill Burr was funny. I love the end where he just kind of doesn't really betray me. They're going to betray him, so he just betrays them first.
We're getting into it. We're getting to the end game.
We are this is a lot like Watchmen. This kind of just ends, and you're like, well, I got to watch the next one now.
Yeah.
It really is just it feels like a 2-part episode.
Mm-hmm.
Carl Weathers, he's back.
He's back as, I can't remember his name.
Freeg?
But anyways, he comes back and he's like, Mando, I got one more job for you. You got to come back. We're going to kill Werner Herzog. Well, I don't remember his name either.
We're going to kill this guy, but I'm going to need you as bait.
Yeah.
And then we'll take the money for ourselves.
But then Mando is obviously smart enough to be like, well, it's probably set up. So I'm gonna gather my crew that we've been watching, and
which is what we've all known the whole time was going to happen. We're like, why set up all these people? And then we're like, okay, you're good. Yeah, so he goes and gets Cara Dune. And then we have Nick Nolte's old guy.
Kuiil.
And then we have, shockingly, Taika Waititi's IG-11. He's back.
He's back. Serving up tea.
Kuiil.
That's how we have to say it.
He found him, he repaired him. Again, the timeline of this, very sketchy, because it seems like Mando shot him, and then left, and then Kuiil shows up maybe moments later, picks him up, drops him off at his house, and then I guess helps Mando again. I don't know. This is the timeline of all. But he spent enough time, he has trained this robot to be good. This is an episode where they're like, hey, listen, this is a theme. Because Kuiil says if its purpose is, for good, then it doesn't matter. Like, if it's it's all about its direction and it's, what it's doing and what it's being taught to do.
Which goes back into my theory that Mando's going to decide that he likes droids.
Yeah. But also, I think it's a talk about, Mando. That, hey, you're a warrior and you're, you're dedicated to the job, but sometimes it's okay to go against that.
Carl Weathers gets injured. Baby Yoda puts his little force powers on there, and it helps him change his mind because he was going to backstab Mando again, but he helps. And then they set up a new plan, and then they go meet Werner Herzog.
Yep.
And Werner, I think he just improv that. I have to hope in Werner Herzog fashion. You're like, this is beautiful, and then he's like, I must see the baby. I must see the cute little Yoda baby.
He's like, what is Star Wars?
What is Star Wars? But also, that thing's cute. I want to see it.
Really, his character is the commentary on all of us being obsessed with Baby Yoda, maybe.
Yeah, I think
don't get too close, because then what happens?
You get burned.
You get shot by your own dude.
You get shot.
Gus Fring.
He's here.
Giancarlo Esposito.
And he is, man, his arrival is
epic. Werner's like, the baby is here. And he's like, are you sure? And it's like, bam, 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 bam. You don't even get a chance to look.
Yeah, he does like one hand motion.
He just like, boom, shoots him. So then you got these death troopers outside. Looks real cool. And then a TIE fighter that then transforms. Like, I feel like a TIE fighter we've never seen before. Mm-hmm. It shows up. And then out steps Gus Fring with a mustache.
He's looking good.
Looking good. You know what you didn't hear, though? Boots with the Spurs.
You sure didn't. So maybe Boba Fett will come to the rescue.
Maybe.
He's like telling Mando and his group, like, hey, we know where Baby Yoda is, because the plan was they were going to go in, Mando was going to be arrested, and then they were going to kill Werner. While Kuiil takes Baby Yoda off and goes back to the ship.
On maybe the slowest mode of transportation ever.
He loves his little gross bug horses, okay?
So yeah, the tension is high.
It's up here. It's out of
this galaxy. It's in a galaxy far, far away.
You know how slow it was? It was like trying to read the crawl at the beginning of the movie. That's how slow it was.
Man, it's like, Kuiil, get the baby out of here. And he's like, all right. And so then, but some other stormtroopers, they heard it.
Yeah.
And they jumped on their speeder bikes. And so the whole time it's cutting back and forth between Gus being like, I'm a bad guy and we're gonna get what we want and I hate you and I need this baby. And then Kuiil just being like, oh my gosh. And Mando's like, Kuiil!
He's maybe not as emotional.
He's not as emotional. So Baby Yoda's on the ground.
Yeah.
And a speeder, one of the troopers on the speeder bike, boom, like, grabs him. And then we pan to Kuiil.
And he is dead. And it ends, right where you want to just keep watching. So we got a long time.
Yeah. It's kind of annoying. I want to be like Jon Favreau. Yeah, everyone's like, it's Christmas. It's Star Wars Christmas. I'm like, no, dude, just
give us it on Christmas. We'll be fine.
Can you do this? Can you give it to us on Monday, John?
Look.
Everyone will have seen Star Wars.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine.
Everyone will be riding that hype train.
I really liked Mando. This season's great.
I love it.
It's just enough Star Wars where I'm not like over encumbered by it.
Yeah.
It's like the old school serialized TV. It's like Star Trek. It's like one episode has the fuzzy things, and then this has the cute things, and this has the scary things. So they're all great for different reasons, and I can't pick a favorite.
Mm. I still, right now, I think Prisoner. It's right up there. Right
it was good.
I will pick. I don't care.
Kuiil. Hey guys, thanks for watching our Kuiil episode. We're now only Kuiil content only. Baby Yoda. Sorry.
Baby Yoda, we've had enough of you. Give us the real hero. It's Kuiil.
All right, bye. Raise the roof.
I don't like this.
Un esercito di pro